All right, everybody, welcome back to Tech and Prep. This is my third video in this series. This is the 72-hour video about preparedness. This one is about 72 hours without power. Now, this is the assumption that you're at home and there's a 72-hour power outage and you're basically dealing with that situation. So, again, yes, this graphic is in AI, and again, you do not want me to scribble this out in crayon or paint. So, go with the flow with me on this one. So the top one I have there is light. So you're going to need light to do stuff, preferably a headlamp in my opinion. Why? It keeps your hands free. Make sure all these are USB-C chargeable and have a rechargeable power bank, just like in the last two videos. 20,000 milliamp. Make sure it's charged. Make sure you have the cables. Temperature control is next. So in the summer, we need to stay hydrated, block sunlight, use battery-powered fans. So if you're staying at home, you have a bunch of small fans, it'll keep things cool, it'll keep you calmer, and it'll be a lot more comfortable. Water, minimum 1 gallon per person per day. Some sort of water filter, whether it's like a Berkey or something that's like on your desktop, not desktop, on your countertop. Something to purify water, whether you have to go out and get it from rain or you get it from a stream or something like that, you need a way to filter it. Throw in aqua tabs and other drops and stuff like that, just in case. Get a water bob. It is a bladder for your bathtub. It'll store 100 gallons of water. Put water in there, seal it, has a little pump on it. 100 gallons will last you quite a while. Food, shelf-stable food. Try and get no-cook options, protein bars, canned goods, pouches, electrolyte. If you have a gas stove, know how to light it and know how to be safe with it. Remember, that will flood your house with gas if you're not careful. Do you have a barbecue? Do you have propane? Do you have more than one propane? I have 3 propanes. I know they're not cheap, but I'd rather have them and not need them. I could run that barbecue forever and cook all sorts of stuff. Next is communications. Have some sort of communications, like the NOAA radio. There's a little picture of it here on the graphic. It's good for weather alerts and updates. Cell towers may be down, but you can stay informed. It can be your lifeline during an outage. For power, and I'll go over what I have here in a second, get a solar charger or, I've already mentioned, power bank to keep your devices alive. It'll charge your tablets, your phone, stuff like that. Turn off background apps, switch to low power mode if you need to. Security, lock your doors and windows. Street lights and lamps will be down. Stay aware of your surroundings, talk to your neighbors, avoid unnecessary travel. Do not make yourself an easy target. Information discipline, try not to rely on rumors. Stick to official emergency channels, follow local authorities, stay calm, stay informed, help others if you are able to. Now, as far as the power option that I have, the one that I have is, where is that? Let me get rid of that, get rid of that. There we go. It's called a Bluetti. The Bluetti system, they can be expensive. You can find them for cheaper than this, but essentially it's a power bank that looks like that. And sometimes they'll come with a solar panel. That solar panel is 100 watts. You plug that in outside, keep the unit out of the shade if you can. You'll notice there's standard DC, there's AC there, and these little knobs here or ports there are for connecting multiples together. You have multiple USB type connections there, and it'll tell you how long it'll last. This right here, I actually have 2 of them. I have a Bluetti and I have a Jackery. And those will be able to power pretty much almost any small appliance. Now, if you're doing something with a heater in it, like a coffee pot or something like that, it'll burn right through it. They're not bad for power for heating blankets and stuff like that. It will kind of rip through it, but stuff like tablets and phones and small laptops and stuff, it should be able to recharge it. Now, if you want something like a generator, you're going to need some sort of a generator. What I would suggest is a multi-fuel generator. Multi-fuel generator. These can be expensive. Now, you don't need anything super big. What you need to figure out is what the peak wattage is for your devices. Peak wattage is meaning if you have a refrigerator and it needs 1500 watts to start the compressor, you need something that'll do more than 1500 watts initially. And then you have what your normal usage is. So this one, for example, is a 4400 watt inverter generator, which means it's usually quieter, gas powered. Look for one that's multi. Maybe you can do a gas and propane and stuff like that. And This could run something like a fridge or a freezer, for example. The one that I have is a bit larger one than this. It's a 9600. I don't know if I see that exact one in here. It's a couple years old. It's a Westinghouse. It looks kind of like this one. It's one of the bigger ones. And the one that I got, they're great to get them on Black Friday or all the different. They go on sale all the time. But the one that I have is, I think it's like 9,500 watts. It'll power my fridge, and it'll allow my fridge and my two freezers to be running at the exact same time. I have about 50 gallons of gas, treated gas, in 5-gallon cans on my property. And I figure if I were to run it long enough to eat the food out of my fridge and then keep the freezers going every couple of days, I should have probably a month worth of gas. That may be stretching it. But I also have solar. Now the solar that I showed you does not have enough watts to allow the compressor on a fridge to start. Now, can you get solar ones that do? Yes. There are companies like EcoFlow that have them. Also, there's probably ones like, what's this one here? This one is, let's see, let's go with, what's this EcoFlow? Yeah, so this one's 3,600 watts, surge to 7,200 watts. Surge is the phrase I was thinking of. Sorry about that. The surge is where the compressor turns on. So this one right here could technically run a fridge or a freezer, maybe multiple. And that one has 3 power. Does that have 3 different panels? I don't know. 400 watt. So that 400 watt will charge it. Depends on where you are, where the sun is, that kind of stuff. And something like that, yeah, it's not cheap. $1,500, but that could power most of your house. So that's an option as well. And again, keep the stuff out of sight. Keep it locked down. Help your neighbors, but don't be a target. Don't be a loot drop for people that are just going to come and rob you. You know what I mean? So anyhow, yeah. So this was the video on the 72-hour part as well. And if you like the content, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel and share more information. I've done a lot of tech stuff in the last couple of weeks. I'm trying to balance it out with some more preparedness stuff. All right, we'll talk to you in the next video. Thanks for taking the time and watching my video.